morning. We're on top of Urchin this morning on our way to climb Mako Rako. It's all new territory for me. We've got about 35 kilometres to go. That's to get there. We're going to go Urchin, Waipakihi, Thunderbolt, the Rangatiki, and then up onto the other range behind it and work our way up to Mako Rako. Plan is to take 5 days if we need to. Weather's awesome this morning. Some good views here. That's the Urchin trig behind me. That's my brother Heyman along for the journey. He's got a rifle, I've got my bow, and we hope to do a bit of hunting in the evening. Maybe walk for 6 hours, hunt for a couple of hours, bit of glassing on the tops. It's going to be pretty mean. It's the first view of the Waipakihi down there. Looks primo. There's a heavy frost in the shade anywhere down there, so we're going to get frosted bad on the tops. So we're just going to head down there, grab some water, and then find our way up onto the Thunderbolt. I think it might be maybe that ridge, I'm not sure. We'll work that out in a minute. 2 hours in. That's the Waipakihi River behind us, just crossed it. Been heavy frost here this morning and my feet are frozen, but check out this valley. Tussock everywhere, nice clear mountain stream. Nice to come back and bow hunt these edges one day, I reckon. We found a Thunderbolt track. There's a sign up where Heyman is, and directly opposite the river on this big bend, orange markers. So we're going to load up with water and then we have to push all the way to those tops, and it's going to be a hell of a grind. This Thunderbolt track is a killer. No one says a word, we're just inching our way up here, tiny little steps. Oh, legs are killing me. Let's say over 3 hours in, and to come across a hill like this, middle of the day, it's pretty tough. That's Moteri up in front of us. That's our next destination. Get on top of there, and that'll get us on top of the Thunderbolt range, and we'll be able to scoot along there for another few hours. Still got a way to go. Big mission for day one. This is the view from Thunderbolt range, Moteri, I think this peak's called, 1600 plus meters, and we are struggling a bit. This is a really tough walk. We're going for about 5.5 hours or so, I think, but we've gained our elevation, and I believe that pointy peak way in the distance is Mako Rako, and that's where we're going to climb, and it still looks like it's a hell of a long way away. Yeah, this is a mission, but wicked views. Always wanted to come up here, just check it out ever since I was a kid. Look at that, it's just barren and steep and rugged. This is the sign just under Thunderbolt. It's the point before Thunderbolt. And it's pointing to, if we go out down there, that's our drop off into the Rangatiki. This has been a hell of a walk so far. It's feels as though we could have bitten off more than we could chew. Our final destination we want up there, Marco Rako. We don't know if we'll make it yet. That's still a long way away, and we may run out of time and we are pretty stuffed. But that's us. That is Thunderbolt. That one there. We're cramping up hard. We have come from along there, 7.5 kilometres from Waipakihi River, 5 hours they reckon. That's probably what it's taken us. A big mission. We're moving at a snail's pace today. This is tough. But primo views, always wanted to see this country, so I mean look at that. It's just awesomely rugged. Really rugged. Okay, next stop should be a campsite down here somewhere. Time is about 3:30. Okay, that's Marco Rako behind me, the pointy piece, and that's about 20 kilometres away. So what we've decided to do is drop our hunting gear in the morning and then put in a lot of effort tomorrow, see how close we can get, which will be the end of day 2, and we're hoping we can get within say 3Ks. Yeah, bloody cold here. 6 degrees so far, and we're going to get a gnarly frost in the night. So plan is rehydrate, try and get some good sleep. Yeah, and then in the morning give it a really good nudge. Morning, it's freezing cold, and this is quite a hard case. We just got woken up by a deer squealing. So I've leaned out the tent, or a fly, and I spotted him straight up. It was a stag, and so I think I bowled him. He's about 150. I just leaned out the door and shot him. So that's my shooting rest. Got out of my sleeping bag there, looked around the corner, and immediately saw the stag. And so I whipped up to that little knoll there, leaned across that. That's my brother's rifle. I just borrowed that. I said, "Chuck me your rifle quick, I can see it." And leaned across that, and I don't know, it's about 100, 150 down there, I don't know. And then just leaned across that and bowled him. Well, that's what I think I've done anyway. We're going to go down and have a look. He's looking back at me. We found our stag.
Really high then, I'd say.
Probably. I was actually aiming a little bit high. I wasn't sure. Where your rifle was sighted in for anything. So he was on that side and looking back at me. So is there an entry there?
Oh, maybe higher, maybe up in there.
And it's about angling down as well, because
You might have shot right for his backstay.
bugger. 7 little points, eh?
7 little points.
Yeah. That's camp up there on the horizon, centre of shot. This fella just dropped on the spot. Alright, we're just packing up this morning. We've had a change of plans. We're not going to climb Marco Rako. It's too far away and there's bad weather coming tomorrow, so we feel as though we will get caught out along the tops coming back. There's gale force winds forecast, and we feel as though our fly, our sill tarp that we're using, is inadequate for shelter on the tops in such an occasion. So we're going to just turn around and go back to the Waipakihi River and just chill out there for a bit. Got a bit of meat on board as well, so you know, bit of a heavy load. Just grinding our way back up onto the Thunderbolt. Nice views this morning. That's Marco Rako there. If we camped, well we camped down the bottom of the saddle. It's actually a good campsite just below it onto the left. But if we were to climb Makarako, our next mission will be to grind our way up this ridge, hook right around the back of it, come back down here, all the way out here, down here, drop down to Rangataiki, and then go downstream a couple of K, up onto the top of hill 1440 or something, and then grind our way back up these ridge lines right around here up to here. Mega mission. So we're just worried about the weather, which is closing in tomorrow. So we reckon we could get around to the, about into here today if we were going to do it. But with the weather closing in, we'd have to get all the way back off there in a day. And with gale force winds along those tops, we just don't like the idea of it. So we pull the pin. Yeah, this is Thunderbolt country. Beautiful, but very steep and rugged. Snow mountains up there. This is the ranges we're going up to. So we're back down in the Waipakihi Valley now. We set up camp just on the edge of the bush here. Lush as camp. Main river's over there. Sun's just gone down. It's going to start getting really cold and frosty, I reckon. That's the end of another day. Well, it's about 9:30, 10ish. And last night we had a stag roaring at us somewhere near camp, so we're just going to try and go find him. And he sounds like he's pretty low down, so next few hours will be interesting. Where's the other empty? Oh, we just shot a deer in the riverbed. Classic. We're just about to head for a hunt there. We walked down here looking for a place to cross, and I heard Heyman put one in the chamber, turn around, and there's a deer sprinting down the riverbed. Second shot looked like it dropped it right on the bend just as it went out of sight. So this is a good start to the day. This is awesome. A deer each, eh? Did you find your other empty? That deer went down on the corner, man, I'm positive. But it did kick a bit. Better get up there and Man, what a start. That was classic. Good old rifle. How easy a rifle, eh? Beats a bow any day. That looked like a stag with no antlers or something. Down, eh? Yeah. Bloody good, alright. Well done. So what we think's happened is there's lots of splashes on the rock down here. We walked across this terrace down to the river and we must have put him up out of there, and we've both reached the river at the same time, and he's barreled up here. And then we put a shot as he come over here, and another shot way down there on the bend, and he's down. Just look at those antlers. Man,
Some age in him too.
He is an old boy, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got like all his teeth worn right back.
Yeah, look at that. He's an old stag. Crazy. Absolutely at the end of his days, eh? Look, I like how the antlers go, each one's opposite.
It's like he's got the same antler on both sides. Just two.
It's about 4:30. We're just going to leave camp, and since we both got a deer each, we're going to try and get one. I'll try to use my bow here. So we're just going to set up. There's been a deer roaring across the creek every now and then. He's just location calling, so we're just going to set up and make a bit of noise and see if we can get him moving around just on dusk, eh? Sat in the saddle here and gave a couple of calls. And we were right on the money. Stag came straight in, but he busted us on the way in and he just took off again. Didn't get a look at his antlers or anything. We're just going to move around a bit and see if we can have another crack at another stag. That's another hunt come to an end. We nearly got that stag. If we just set ourselves up a little better, I feel as though he spotted us on the way coming in. We weren't quite well hidden enough, but that's what they do. He busted us. Yeah, beautiful little spot in there. This whole hunting trip, tramping trip, has been pretty interesting. We may have not climbed Mako Rako, which was our original plan, but we you know, we had fun. We learned a lot. We've seen a lot of new country. Shot a couple of stags on the side, you know. Whole trip, a lot of good fun, and I'll definitely be back into this area as it has got a lot of potential.
Well, we've awakened to rain this morning, so the best thing we can do is pack up and start the 4-hour trek back to the car.